That the remittances from the diaspora amounted to almost shillings 197.1 billion.
As some of you arrived yesterday from Nairobi, according to what I heard, we are deeply honored to welcome you today for this Business Beyond Borders. Triple B, I like that name, I don't know who found it. Africa is the continent of the future. We all know that, as we are convinced.
When I first came to France, the number of French companies that had the courage to set up in Kenya was very, very small. And I didn't blame them at the time, because what I saw was a community of business people in France which was very, very
very aggressive in going out to talk and speak to the French business people. And we've heard also a good support from the French government.
The Chamber of Commerce today for having hosted us in their premises. This is a relationship that started like 2 years ago when we did our first Business Beyond Borders, and also as well as the World Remit, who have really been accompanying us since a while now. We hope that the collaborations will continue.
This domain of science and health, for the very reason of being able to be more engaged on the continent. And so when I was asked to be on the council, in fact, the point was to have people from different areas, so different sectors of the economy, including science and health, but also culture, sports, education, entrepreneurship, industrialization, and so on. We absolutely have to be concerned and to be very particular about what's going on the continent. We're probably in the room in Nairobi in October of 2017. That was organized by
only in Ouagadougou, but in all of his speeches, I have in mind the one that he pronounced in Davos, in the Economic Forum. We do have to invent a new grammar of the common goods, and this is where cooperation between France, Europe, and Africa, vertical cooperation, because we do have this in common as we are sharing history.
Government, including the private sectors, have collaboratively joined hands with the view of promoting trade and for mutual benefit. Business is there growing markets and good opportunities. You will be pleased to know that Kenyan private sector is the main engine of economic growth and development of our nation.
Kenya is, as I said, a communication and marketing agency based in Paris. We deliver communication tools, digital communication tools for companies willing to make a great impact on influence marketing and a responsible influence as well. Which is
very special for the Russian transformation. I think this problematic is very, very big in Africa. She come to speak 2 minutes or 3 minutes about it, please.
All the way to the end when it works and produce it what it should do. Thank you. Thank you.
To the north, it's the same people. From the south, from the north, from the west.
I look after a business called Opera Software for the Africa business. It's not opera, but it's pronounced or spelled the same way. Opera Software is a just over 20-year-old company that started out in the business of browser. Back then, when I was building software.
Monsieur Ishmael had a first-hand experience of having to send money back to his family in Somalia there, and knew how difficult it was and expensive, especially money transfer to Africa, were expensive, are still relatively expensive now. And really our mission was to digitize a business which had been...
So the other clusters, industrial cluster, in many industrial industries, and this cluster is gathering 500 members that comes from, that include large corporate, industrial and financial corporate.
My money industry, but in West Africa, for a French company for 3 years. Just to make a quick storytelling, so West Africa is often perceived as like lagging behind African innovation in finance and fintech compared to, for example, Kenya. But just for one figure, for example,
so, it's about obviously building that trust, and that's
to the east, still the same people. Oh, marafiki wa mwisho wa mwezi, jihadhari nao, wasema ni ndugu, lakini adui. Mnakula pamoja, kazi pia pamoja, mambo yote pamoja, Still the same people. Oh, marafiki wa mwisho wa mwezi, jihadhari nao.
Sees a lot, so I'll allow him to just his presentation and to be able to help us understand the trailblazing impact that Olam has had, not just in Nigeria, but across East Africa.
On m'a invité de venir donner une allocution en anglais à propos de l'agriculture en Afrique, puis je suis totalement content d'être ici. For the Swahili speaking people, I speak a bit, but kidogo. Alright. So, thank you very much. My name is Adia.
We are proud to say that we produce one of the best teas in the world. And I think I should answer that question out there, why we don't have Kenyan tea being served on the sidelines. However, I'm first of all honored to be in this gathering.
Animals, from research, growing, harvesting, processing to reach the tables. And I will be very strong on what the lady said here about Kenya. I have been doing many exhibitions in Kenya, and I come from the dairy industry, dairy farming. And
Kenya is an agricultural country. And in Bomet County, agriculture is actually, as I've said, is our main state. And 80% of what we earn is actually coming from agriculture. In terms of
l'Internet qui permet vraiment de faire un tri et une sélection de toutes les données. Vous avez passé les slides, allez-y. Et pour ceux, malheureusement je l'ai fait en français, pour ceux qui voudraient en anglais, je vous ai mis un numéro tout à l'heure, vous allez pouvoir le lire et le regarder. Et je pense que c'est un tri.
Solar part of the business. What we do now is solar pumps, no longer manual pumps like you from the pump. We are very involved in research and development. We devote a lot of our resources and time into research and development, and we invest a lot of money as well, and investment in terms of research and development.
In 3D innovation platform, and it's a spin-off of Dassault Aviation, created in 1981. The Dassault family is still has the majority of the shareholder. Our clients are global leaders, mid-sized companies, small businesses, and startups, as well as
expand their commercial operations, including in the field of manufacturing, but not only. Well, first of all, we've put together some data that the dynamism of medium-sized companies in Kenya, small and medium-sized companies. It is well known that the Kenyan economy is energy cost because we cannot manufacture. It's beautiful to have to be able to produce.
Lakini adui mnakula pamoja, kazi pia pamoja, mambo yote pamoja. Still the same people, lakini nyuma yangu wasema maovu, maneno machafu, wanitakia kifo pia. Jihadhari ndugu adui. Secret agent, see your life. They eat with you, see your life. And they clean everything together with you, see your life. Munakula pamoja, see your life. Munacheza pamoja, see your life. Kweli munaruka pamoja, see your life. They call them secret agents. Jihadhari ndugu adui. Jihadhari ndugu adui. Jihadhari ndugu adui. We call them secret agents.